Hello everybody, this is Hairless Hunter here. I just want to bring you this video on the two different ways you can fit the ATN TICO to your rifle scope. Now there is two different ways. If you've got an AR type rifle, you can use the Picatinny rail and clip it on, fast clip. The shroud goes on this side. It fastens over your rifle scope and clicks on there like so. Obviously you get the right height. There's three different heights that come with it, and I would imagine it's very popular in the American market. So that's basically the first way. Now the second way, which I'm going to use, is you don't use the mount at all. You actually use a Russian adapter. You notice I've put a little red diamond or a little red triangle there, so when I slip this on, I know exactly that not only is it in line with that on top of the scope, it's also in line with that. Now, one thing I do need to tell you is this is a 4x15x50 scope. Now the 15 and the 50 is okay. The ocular bell, which starts at 4, is really the maximum that you can go. Ideally you want to be looking around 2.5 or 3. So that's that. The other end of the Russian adapter screws on. Like so, which you line up in line with this dot here, and when that's there, you place that on and flick down the lever, and there you are. There you have the scope fastened the other way, which is how I'll be using it. It's quite, in fact it's very solid, and there's no movement at all. There is one thing that I did realise, is because it's not only a clip-on, you can also use it as a monocular with an eyepiece, is that when you actually unclip it and then twist this off, it actually altered, don't know if you can see there, it actually altered this securing ring. Now I come to realise that if I could fit another ring on there and fasten that tight up to there, every time I put this on, sorry this takes a little bit of time, not too long, about 10 seconds I believe, every time you put it on, you always finish back where you need to be to fit it back onto your Russian mount, which is mounted to the scope. So bearing that in mind, it isn't such, because you've got to remove that piece to then fit let me just get this there, fit the eyepiece in. It takes around 10 seconds, but the cool thing that I didn't realise is when you screw the eyepiece in, it automatically turns in to the monocle. With the zoom here, it starts at 3.3 and goes up to 26, which I think it's amazing that it just recognises the monocle fitted to the unit. I think that's really, really clever. So bearing all that in mind, besides that, I think it's a fantastic setup, and I think it really, really works. I can't wait to take it out in the field and try it out and make it work. But we shall see. Okay, thank you very much, and good night.